raised in such a way where nobody even thought, like this nugget, this anonymous nugget was saying, most people try to change their outer world. We went to school to be trained, like, if you're going to be happy in life, this is what you have to do. We're going to train you to change your outer world. We're going to train you how to know what you need to know so that you can make more money, so that you can change your outer world in a way that'll be more satisfying to you. That's the basic strategy here. And there was practically no thought about, like, what are we doing to change our inner world? And if,
right. Imagine that.
there's zero.
Okay, sixth period is inner world.
Yeah, exactly. And what are you doing for your inner world? And what would you like to do to, and here's the way that these people do it, and here's the way that another culture does it, and here's the way that these other people figured it out. What appeals to you, or what makes more sense? Let's talk about which one makes more sense or which one's more effective. How do we change our inner world? Zero. And when some person kind of like saw through this, they were identified as they've got a problem with their inner world, they bring you to the school of psychiatrists, and it's like, right. And that's,
psychiatrists have to dig deep through the whole massive spaghetti of your mind to find out what is up with your inner world.
What is wrong with this person who actually is thinking about changing it, who sees a problem with our strategy here? That they must be a problem. They must be the problem. So yeah, and now our whole world is like all revved up due to social media of like saying that if you're not active changing the outer world by posting something apparently on social media,
you better post something to show that you're really, these are just the ethic cops.
And then if someone comes on and says, we need to change our inner world, they say, oh, you're bypassing. No. It's the outer world is being shaped by our inner world. If we would all turn our inner world.
Thank you, Kostuba. That was another poignant, deep thing you just said.
Well, that was the
nugget. Say it again.
Well, the nugget. They're not realizing that it's the inner world that's actually creating the outer world.
Well, I love you.
I reckon that's in a good mood today. Let's keep this going.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Live from Super Soul Farm, it's Wisdom of the Sages, a daily Bhakti Yoga podcast with your host, Raghunath, and co-host and senior educator at the Bhakti Center in New York, Kostuba Das. Welcome to the show. Today it's Monday, September 21st, 2025. It's episode 1672. Good morning, beautiful people. Woo! What a weekend it's been, Kostuba.
It's an exciting weekend, and it started for me with the Krishna miracle.
Please tell. Do tell, and I'll be the judge.
It was on Friday. It was an absolutely beautiful. Had a busy morning, running around, this, that, and then I looked at the weather report and it said it was going to be like real feel 87 degrees. I said, okay, one last time.
So you still got summer. We are in full-on autumn up here.
No, it was a perfect day, and I said I'm headed to Brighton Beach. I land there at the subway station. I get off the subway. I feel a tap on my shoulder. Ramit Pundit, Carla Crowman.
Ramit and Carla. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. I saw the picture.
Yeah, we went to the beach.
Can we call that a Krishna miracle? There's 10 million people in New York City, and then you run into two devotees who listen to our podcast who own a yoga studio that I was just at last week, and they're good friends of ours. Krishna miracle.
Thank you.
Krishna miracle. I deem it a Krishna miracle. It's like
I just need two more, right?
It's like the Catholic Church, right? You need two more miracles like that, and you can become a saint, Kostuba.
All right. Note that down, Mayor. Keep track.
Congratulations to that Elizabeth who got initiated. Yoga Maya Shakti, Hari Bol.
Yoga Maya Shakti.
Booyah.
So happy for her.
Yeah. Any highlights besides I got 5 new gorgeous chickens yesterday.
You got to get them faster than they go.
Well, wait till you see these. You're going to love them. I got them just in time for our retreat.
Okay, great.
I'm looking I think the Wisdom of Sages retreat might be sold out, is it?
We may have one more bed in the men's ashram.
One more bed in the men's ashram.
And there's still day passes available, or if people want to stay off-site.
Okay. If you want to stay off-site.
Yeah. That's a nice way to do it, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stay off-site. get an Airbnb nearby. Come hang with us.
How do you get these chickens? Like,
I went to a chicken
are they
fair.
rescues?
I went to a chicken fair. No, they're families
Hold
who
it.
just
Let me
love
get this
chickens.
straight. You went to a chicken fair. Talk about. You want to talk
Sounds crazy.
about.
Sounds crazy, but there's bunch of families, just like people who have they love chickens. They don't even eat them. They're just people who just like to take care of birds, especially children. A lot of children and adults.
That's when you've lost all of your urban credit, all of your urban credibility.
I don't
Well,
want
I
any
went to the
urban
chicken
credit.
fair. That's how you're spending your time.
I surprised my
Okay.
daughter, brought her home some chickens.
She must have been happy.
Oh, she was so happy. Wait till you see them. They're so funny looking, too.
You want to find the funniest looking chickens you got.
They are funny and adorable.
They sort of have like mohawks or like
No,
pop
not mohawks. Yeah, it's like Tim O'Reilly chickens.
Oh,
They
like
got
a
little
double mohawk.
They got a little bouffant.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Pompadour?
Silky. They're called silkies.
All right.
Yeah, see if someone can pull up a picture of a silky. So anyway, I got to announce Wisdom of the Sages, Italy, still going. If you're interested, family-friendly, kid-friendly, teen-friendly, bring your sort of supporting, not devotee, spouse-friendly. Great trip to go to Italy, and reasonably priced. Italy trips, people want to go to Italy because it's on everyone's bucket list because it's so damn beautiful. Food is so great. This year we have a private chef, a devotee chef, making prasad with us. We heard I would say we took everything that was going wrong and we did one of those survey monkeys, and we just and this year we just dialed it in. So I'm looking forward to it. If you're interested, how do they sign up, Mayor?
Go to wisdomofthesages.com.
And look for the link.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. There's another big announcement that needs to be made.
Well, there's two actually. One is
Okay.
that our Sage group registration opened
Oh, yeah.
yesterday. If people want to sign up for
Ooh.
the next session of Sage groups.
Well, I want to just. I'm on the outside of Sage groups. I don't do Sage groups. I don't
So
haven't led a
this
Sage
is
group. But let me tell you, Sage groups are very, very powerful for staying connected in bhakti and meeting cool people.
Yeah.
And it's become a very, very interesting phenomenon within our community. If you haven't joined, I highly recommend give it a shot. You'll be very happily surprised.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's like
Carolyn.
it's like a 10-week thing or something like
Yeah.
that. It's not like a lifelong commitment.
Once a week.
Once a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really nice. People forge really deep friendships. I was going
Yeah.
to mention Carla and Ramit were both in my Sage group.
There you go.
And so that's how I became.
Some people are falling
Close
in
with them.
love.
Oh,
That's all I'm saying.
Is that true?
love
I
connection.
don't know if it's true, but probably. There's
be.
probably a couple love
Could be.
connections out there in our Sage groups.
Anyway, people should go to wisdomofthesages.com immediately and sign up because they're already more than half full, and we just opened the registration yesterday.
Okay, that's good news.
And then also this Friday night at the Bhakti Garden, Kastuba Prabhu is going to be giving a class at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
And maybe me.
Yeah, well,
Next
no,
stage
it's a
in
whole
Philadelphia,
weekend.
Rath Yatra. Yeah.
It's a weekend
has
in
become a-
Philly.
Yeah. There's Friday night. I'll do a program. Raghunath hopefully will participate. Mara will be there, hopefully. Saturday is the Rath Yatra. We're going to have a Wisdom of the Sages table, and Raghunath will be doing kīrtan there, and I'll be doing the question and answer booth at some point.
Come on down, everybody. Come
Yeah.
on down. Hang with Wisdom of the Sages. Wear Wisdom of the Sages shirt if you want.
And then
Or
on
a
Sunday,
hoodie or something, and then we'll all hang all together and
We'll all
sing
hang
all
together. and then on Sunday you'll do a program. At least that's the plan, right? In the morning.
Next
So
Sunday morning, they asked me to do a program.
yeah, that'll probably be like a pancake breakfast or something like that. You know,
I tell you, Hari Ashva, I love this man.
this guy
He has been a pillar in Philadelphia Bhakti. Me
forever.
and Mara went for a japa walk yesterday, and she just looks at me and she goes, Hari Ashva, what a great soul.
He's
It's
amazing.
people like him that you meet,
Gives you faith.
and that it gives you faith. You're like, I want to be a devotee. I want to, and
wanna
that's
be
what
like
we have.
that.
We have to be though. Hear me out on this one.
All right.
We have to be that person that when people think of us, we want it inspires them in bhakti. We don't want to be that person where people think, oh, here comes Raghunath, the fault finder. You know what I mean? Here he comes. We don't want to be like that in people's eyes. We want to be the person who's always speaking about Harikatha, deep philosophy, someone that, there's a person, here's Raghunath, I can trust him. I trust him with my words. I want to share my heart with him. We want to be like that for people, not here comes Raghunath. He's going to start criticizing everybody. We don't want to be that people in people's life. We got to make sure we are painting the picture of our future with every stroke of our actions and our thoughts of a very beautiful transcendental paintbrush.
And he's been that for us for over 35 years.
He's been like that for you and I will say. Yeah. And now Mara's just seeing this too. Like, who is this guy? They're not ordinary people.
No.
They are from the spiritual world.
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on going to Philly. I've
But
been like,
his
this is
love
my
just sucked
down
you in.
month. This is my I'm not doing anything month except staying home, except my weekend in New York. I'm just going to stay home. He came up to me. He goes, listen, I asked Stu if you're coming. He said, absolutely not. I said, absolutely not. And he goes, I'm not here to put pressure on you. I just love you.
Oh.
And I'm just here to give you some love.
When he says it in that way.
Well, and that's how bhakti works. It's a force of love, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, think about it.
Oh.
We were never intimidated to become devotees. We didn't become intimidated or we didn't get sold an idea of, we should become bhakti and get into bhakti because it'll be good for our careers. We were loved.
Yeah.
We were loved hard. And we were just like, oh, you love me? What does Radha Swami ask from us? Nothing. And we want to give him everything because he loves us hard,
Tomorrow, Raghunath, I was looking at a nugget for today, but tomorrow on that, love being a powerful force, we're going to go with that for tomorrow's nugget.
Well, now I'm thinking like you.
Yeah, and we're both thinking like some great thinker.
A
We'll
Muni.
find out about that tomorrow.
It's weird, that word Muni. In Sanskrit, it means like a sage. A Muni. Muni is like a Sanskrit word. It means like a deep thinker.
Yeah.
But when Hare Krishnas were accused in the 70s of being a cult, the Moonies were actually a cult from Reverend Sung Young Moon.
Nobody talks about the Moonies anymore. What happened?
No one talks about them. Let's bring back the Moonies. You want to hear something funny?
Okay.
I was at the front when I was a brahmachari. I was at the temple front desk.
Where?
In God, what was it? In Brooklyn. Brooklyn, and I answered the phone, and it was the Moonies. And they called up the Hare Krishnas, wanted to know if we wanted to play a softball game with them.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
We would have crushed the Moonies.
You don't know. There are a lot of Koreans, and they tend to be very good at baseball. They could be good.
Intercult softball.
It's funny that you say that because one time, like Hare Krishna temples have been famous for like they don't answer the phone, or they answer the phone and they start using like inner lingo that's like you called it up and they're like hardball.
In the old days, we did. If we just would have got our phone systems down back then. You call the temple, they put you on hold, means they just take it off the hook, and then you don't hear from them for 20 minutes. You're waiting. Hello, is anybody there?
So one time, long time ago, my mother called some temple or something to try to find me. Who was lost from her life and disappeared, into this alien religious movement. And she called up, and who answered the phone? Haryashva.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Haryashva answered the phone. And he said, and he's got this, like you're saying, he's got this love thing going on. Right? My name, Kaustubha, it refers to this jewel that Krishna wears. And he said, hold it, you're Kaustubha's mother? Oh, he just started going, he is the jewel. He is, it just started
everything
going
a mother
on.
wants to hear.
Everything, like, like someone loves my son. He's being taken care of, right? He's not, that's just what he is, right? He's just like constantly radiating that love.
Yeah, I need more of him in my life.
So
we got to find these devotees. We got to search these devotees out. And we got to take their association because they teach us about bhakti.
You
go. They don't have to. They just have to be there, and you were like, "I want to be like that."
He's a lover of Bhagavad Gita. I walk up to him, he just starts hitting me with Bhagavad Gita verses, and he's got this other thing going on where he he going into becoming a devotee, he had like a love for like all of this kind of, I guess you call it jazz, but all of the, like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Ella Fitzgerald, uh, Billie Holiday. He knows all, and the songs that they wrote in those days, the lyrics,
Yeah.
they were actually incredibly deep and beautiful, and there were all these love songs. But he begins to tell you these lyrics, but within the context of like,
Krishna consciousness.
yeah, like Krishna Lila, and they're like incredibly like on point. And he's got this all deep. He meditates on these songs, but like he has them focused on Krishna,
Huh. I'm just
which
trying
kind
to
of.
think of Billie Holiday. Lover man, oh where have you been?
Oh, you're rocking out.
Yeah, it all makes sense.
Oh yeah, he was over the weekend. He was just going on and on with these. He was blowing my mind.
Pull up some Billie Holiday lyrics, Mira. Okay, let's get into the Bhagavatam, sir.
Well, it's going to connect
let's
to
get into our
this.
nugget first.
Yeah,
We
this
didn't even get
idea.
to our nugget, sir.
It's all going to connect.
We spun off of an announcement and we squirreled that into anyway, glorifying the devotees is what the Bhagavatam's all about anyway. So this
Exactly.
actually is the Bhagavatam.
On point.
I don't want to hear anything else. Kastuba, it's going to be a bright future. I'm
so true.
inspired today, Baba.
Going to Yvette's or Yogamaya Shakti's.
Yoga Shakti's initiation.
I wrote up there.
You, my friend, are a very eloquent speaker. I love you.
Oh,
I'm
right.
serious, man.
I just
are
you
good.
stole the show. You gave a very heartwarming talk. But I went up there with Champak.
Champak.
Yeah, and Damodar. They drove me up, and also in the car was Pradyumna.
I sat next to Pradyumna.
Yeah, yeah, and on the way up, it was these September days in New York. They're all so beautiful. There's just pure
Gorgeous.
sunshine. It's like the golden hour, like all month. And I turned to Champak. I said, "We're so fortunate." And she just turned to me with this big smile. And said, "I know we're so fortunate, right? Just to have bhakti in your life, have the devotees in your life, have these beautiful. It's like it's real. It's not some phony thing. It's like." There's something so real in the philosophy, in the practices, in the culture, in the sangha. Isn't it true? Pack me up here.
Prabhu, our lives are divine.
They are.
And it's really from
Divine.
associating with divine people.
Yeah.
And our lives become divine.
Yeah.
I'm
Correct.
old enough now
Yeah.
where whenever somebody calls me on the phone, the first thing out of my mouth is, "Hey, Hare Krishna, so good to hear from you." It's like, I've just got devotees calling me all the time.
That's it.
It's, occasionally I got some guy from Best Buy or whatever, something like that, the Lowe's delivery service, or I'm like, "Hare Krishna."
Like Amy Stellar. Okay.
Like Amy Stellar's wife. Oh man,
That-
would have
that's an
been
inside
really
joke.
good if she walked in and the person was a devotee. Imagine if it was like an Indian family and she just
It,
walked in.
no,
"Hare
it
Krishna."
was an Indian family.
Oh, you're kidding.
That increased the confusion.
That's very interesting. That's very.
I don't know if we can tell the whole story now because nobody knows. Anyway, we'll hold that. All right. Nugget.
Ready to get into the
Let's
nugget?
get into our nugget. It's already 7:30.
Yeah. All right, this is anonymous.
It's just hard when we don't do the show in so long. We just want to talk.
It's true.
We just want to catch up.
We need one catch-up day and then 3 days a week.
Hey, I also want to announce that our Wisdom of the Sages retreat, we are doing live 2 days in a row of Q&A live in the
Oh,
living
yeah.
room here at Super Soul Farm.
For the fall retreat.
And
Yeah.
a birthday party for Grandma Terry.
And a birthday party for my mom.
See what I mean? We're so fortunate.
We should
Okay.
ask my mom to ask a question.
Oh, that would be great. Or maybe we should ask a question of your mom.
Oh yeah, that might be. Maybe you should ask a question to your mother, Raghu.
We'll think about it.
Okay.
Mom, tell me about when Jesus came when I was born and came into the hospital.
Oh,
I
ye of
don't-
little faith.
I don't remember.
You
that.
shall deny me.
I don't
Let's get
remember
into the
that.
Nugget
Okay.
time.
Okay. This is anonymous. Most people try to change their outer world instead of changing their inner world, not realizing that it's their inner world that's actually creating their outer world.
Go. Rogu.
I'm thinking deeply about this one.
All right.
When I first started to learn about bhakti, what blew my mind were all these different sadhanas. There's a sadhana of chanting. There's a sadhana of kīrtan. People just
Different daily practices.
yeah. Rising early, study of sacred literature, living in a community, or having, creating a community. I never heard of I had never even heard of spiritual exercises like these before. I've read spiritual books. I always thought, well, this is good. Now, how do I do it? Right?
Yeah.
So, and the more I learned, especially when I first visited Vṛndāvana, and I got lucky to go to Vṛndāvana like almost right out of the gates. That's what I did. And I met people who had been practicing, these things their whole lives. The more I realized how much they transform your inner world, right?
Yeah.
I could see it in them. Their hearts were softer. Their minds were more peaceful. Their relationships were more beautiful. And when that inner world changes, the outer world naturally reflects it. So I remember thinking, wow, this is a society I actually like being in. It wasn't about chasing some outer success or outer image. It was about creating an entire atmosphere that grows out of the richness of your inner life. Of course, our outer life can affect our inner life, right? Like juxtaposing living in Vṛndāvana in the 80s, when I was like going to CBGB's on Sunday, and now I'm in Vṛndāvana on Sunday, it was like two different worlds. So that outer world does affect you. But what really becomes powerful is you just start to think different, and you start to see things different. And then once you imbibe all that, it doesn't matter where you get shot out into the world. You can be at CBGB's, or you can be in the inner city, or you can be in the ghetto, or you can be in the farm. It's just a different way of seeing the world. People think, well, I need to be, calm my mind, become more peaceful, more spiritual. I'm going to move to the countryside. Hey, guess what?
Maybe attend a chicken fair.
Guess what? There are a lot. I mean, I went to that chicken place yesterday, and I said, I'm looking for a really soft breed of chicken, some chicken I can sit on the couch with and stroke, And he goes,
What kind of chicken are you looking for?
The guy looks at me and he goes, you want a calm chicken? You got to get one on your dinner plate. They're really calm. I was like, oh, man. So, it's just because you live in the country doesn't mean everybody's
You're not
soft-hearted,
murderous.
spiritual, and grounded. No, they're the bunch of craziest guys who live in the sticks. Also, we have to really cultivate that inner transcendence, that inner world. And then we can bring that wherever we go. And that's a practice. It's not just, I want to move. I want to practice. Because wherever you move, guess who follows you?
Your mind.
Your mind. Your mind's like, dragging behind you.
What you're saying about people in Vṛndāvana, isn't it amazing that you can go to this place and thousands of people live there, and all of them have some kind of sadhana. All of them have some kind of practices, generally they do, especially early in the morning, that are designed to bring their mind to a more beautiful place so that they become a more deep and loving person. Everybody does that.
And it makes no sense. Most people are like, you're going to sit there for an hour and a half and chant? Or I've met these women. Men probably do it too, but I've met women.
Okay.
And who just write the Maha Mantra in books.
Men do that too, but yes, I have.
Yeah, you just write the Maha Mantra. You know who it was? It was the lady.
Writing
I
japa.
remember her name. The lady used to bring us around to bring the ladies sari shopping. in
Sorry,
Chapati.
shopping.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the wife of good.
ah,
Oh my God.
that starts with a P, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Anyway, she's
She's
great.
such a sweet
Yeah.
older lady, and so she brought me.
And she's
to
a little heavy. She's gonna set you straight.
No, her husband, sort of lived there for years in the temple in the back of the Chapati temple.
Yeah. Still, I think.
Yeah. So anyway, great pure devotee couple.
Yeah.
And she brought me into her room one day, and she just had stacks of these books. I was like, "What are these?" She's like, "Oh, there's my japa. I just
Yeah,
write my
writing
japa."
japa. Yeah.
I go, "You chant your japa and you write your japa?" "Oh yeah, yeah." I was like, "Why do you write it?" She goes, "It's a meditation on the names." And
That's right.
it's like perfect, beautiful handwriting.
Oh, that's a wonderful
To
thing.
most people, this seems like
You're writing the
wasting your
same.
time. You're wasting your time.
This is what the teacher made you do as a punishment. Like,
Right. To drill it through your head.
yeah.
Now drill this through your head.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, sweet little Krishna, Hare Rama. We're drilling that into our head, in our heart, and you take that inner world wherever you go, and it lights up your life.
You know, imagine it. We were raised in such a way where nobody even thought, like this nugget, this anonymous nugget was saying, most people try to change their outer world. We went to school to be trained, like, if you're going to be happy in life, this is what you have to do. We're going to train you to change your outer world. We're going to train you how to know what you need to know so that you can make more money, so that you can change your outer world in a way that'll be more satisfying to you. That's the basic strategy here. And there was practically no thought about, like, what are we doing to change our inner world? And if
Right. Imagine that.
there's zero.
Okay, sixth period is inner world.
Yeah, exactly. And what are you doing for your inner world? And what would you like to do to, you know, and here's the way that these people do it, and here's the way that another culture does it, and here's the way that these other people figured it out. What appeals to you, or what makes more sense? Let's talk about which one makes more sense or which one's more effective. How do we change our inner world? Zero. And when some person kind of like saw through this, they were identified as they've got a problem with their inner world, you know, and then they bring you to the school of psychiatrists, you know, and it's like, right? And that's,
Psychiatrists have to dig deep through the whole massive spaghetti of your mind to find out what is up with your inner world.
what is wrong with this person who actually is thinking about changing it, who sees a problem with our strategy here, that they must be a problem. They must be the problem. So yeah, and now our whole world is like all revved up due to social media of like saying that if you're not active changing the outer world by posting something apparently on social media,
you better post something to show that you're really,
Yeah.
these are just the ethic cops.
And then if
coming
someone,
after you.
yeah, and if someone comes on and says we need to change our inner world, they say, "Oh, you're bypassing." No, it's the outer world is being shaped by our inner world. If we would all
Thank
turn to our
you.
inner world,
Thank you, Kostuba. That was another poignant, deep thing you just said.
well, that was the
Say
nugget.
it again.
Well, the nugget. They're not realizing that it's the inner world that's actually creating the outer world.
I love you.
That's in a good mood today.
you
Let's keep this
today.
going.
I need some prayers, people.
All right.
You know why this whole thing brought up? Because when my other kids went to school, they all went to these Steiner schools that dealt with inner worlds.
They did, huh?
They
Okay,
did. You know,
good,
you
yeah.
sit. Okay, we're gonna have sitting time where you just sit in the forest. You know what I mean? Or you sit. We're gonna go for a silent walk in the rain. You know, I
Wow.
remember bringing my kids to school, and they'd be like, "It's freezing out or raining out." In kindergarten, like, and we walk right in. The teacher's like, "Get your boots on. We're spending the morning outside." I was like, "Are you kidding me? It's like a storm out here, and it's freezing." But that was what they did. So my little boy starts his first day of public school today. I'm like,
Public school. All right.
I know. We're all sort of like, say some prayers. But you know, he's pretty powerful.
He is
I
powerful.
went to public school. I turned out reasonably good, right?
Yeah.
Well,
But to
I
get
don't
him to Mara level, you got to go to private school.
know. Anyway, Hare Krishna, that's where my head's at today.
All right.
And you sort of brought it up, and now I'm a little down.
You see, now he's down. All right, let's bring it back up.
Narayanam
Bob,
namaskritya naram chaiva narotamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam mudirayat. Before we start in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is our very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances to the Supreme Lord Narayan, and to Narayan Rishi, the supremmost human being, and to Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and to Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nasta prayeshva badreshu nityam bhagavat sevaya bhagavati utamashloke bhakti bhavati naishtiki. By regular attendance in class in the Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotees, all that is troublesome in the heart will become eradicated, and loving service to the Supreme Lord, who is praised with transcendental songs, will be established as an irrevocable fact. Om Agyana Timurandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Midatam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance. My teachers are opening my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my obeisances at their lotus feet. Reading from the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 12, Text 36.
All
And
right.
we are at a special part in the Bhagavatam, Kaustubha. You know why?
Tell me.
Well, Krishna has not performed. I was just hearing about this weekend. Krishna has not performed any godlike pastimes yet.
Godlike.
Right? Well, you know, he in his baby form, he knocked over the trees.
He's fought people.
In his baby form, he's knocked over the trees.
Yeah.
In his baby form, he got, he knocked down the Trinivarta. In his baby form, now he's actually expanding himself in an opulent way.
Oh, well, there's a foreshadowing of that now.
And he stuck his body expanded in the mouth of the serpent.
Oh, that. Okay, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Oh. Okay. Yes. In other words, his form stayed the same as it was through everything that he's been through so far.
Yeah.
Once
I've been
he
on a
got to the
Krishna Leela. I've been working outside this weekend a lot, and I've just done a Krishna Leela marathon.
The little Amarendra Prabhu.
Oh my God, this man! I love this man.
Okay.
Amarendra Prabhu. Just YouTube search him and get lost in that rabbit hole.
He made that point.
He made that point. This was the first time he's
Okay.
done something that's sort of godlike.
Well, I thought you were going to what we're hearing foreshadowed today. Today, at the end of this chapter where he kills the snake Aghāsura, there's a little foreshadowing of the next chapter where he gets even more godly, right? Not only does he expand his form, like increasing its size, but he'll like create many, many, many forms.
Yes.
Interesting.
It's gonna get
So he's
good.
turning it up.
He's turning it up.
All right.
All right, so let's dive into this.
So
Okay.
he Krishna's friends just went into this massive snake. Krishna went in, saved them by killing the snake. Now that's been done. Here we go.
O king, when the python-shaped body of Aghāsura dried up into merely a big skin, because he killed the snake, the snake died, it became a wonderful place for the inhabitants of Vṛndāvana to visit.
It's like, let's go to the High Line or something like that, right? Let's go. Let's go to that.
New
snake
Yorkers know
skin.
that joke. High Line's like an old, dilapidated railroad track that they turn into a park, and so you can walk up on this old dilapidated.
If devotees if a devotee was the mayor, they could have turned that into a big Aghāsura thing, like with like stained glass, like like how the snake has that skin like that. It could have been really. They could have made it an Aghāsura thing.
I mean, if devotees were the president, we could do so many things.
Okay, let's work on it.
O king, when the python-shaped body of Aghāsura dried up into merely a big skin, it became a wonderful place for the inhabitants of Vṛndāvana to visit, and it remained so for a long time.
It's crazy.
This incident of Krishna saving himself and his associates from death and giving deliverance to Aghāsura, who had assumed the form of a python, took place when Krishna was only 5 years old, and it was disclosed in Brajabhumi after 1 year, as if it had taken place on that very day.
Okay, that's what's going on. That's where the foreshadowing begins, right?
Hmm.
In other words, the logical question would be like, well, hold it. Well, why did a whole year pass before everybody heard about this?
Yeah. Well, Krishna is the cause of all causes. That's a great name for a band, the cause of all causes.
Yeah.
Krishna is the cause of all
A
causes.
little bit. Maybe you're taking yourself a little seriously.
We're the cause of all causes. Are you? Das. Krishna is the cause of all causes. The causes and effects of the material world, both higher and lower, are all created by the Supreme Person, Supreme Lord, the original controller. When Krishna appeared as the son of Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, he did so by his causeless mercy.
Okay.
Consequently, for him to exhibit his unlimited opulence was not at all wonderful. Indeed, he showed such great mercy that even Aghāsura, the most sinful miscreant, was elevated to being one of his associates and achieving Sarupya Mukti. Sarupya is the mukti, it's a type of liberation where you take on a form of the Lord.
Mm.
That's what the demon got.
Yes.
You add Krishna to your life, even the demons, when they add Krishna to your life, it's full benefit.
Yep.
Okay? Which is actually impossible for materially contaminated persons to attain.
Okay, so when we read just earlier that when the snake died, you could see, the people could see that like a spark of his life came out, right? His soul
Yeah.
came out of the snake, and it hovered there for a while until Krishna and the coward boys came out of the snake's now dead body, and then that spark entered into Krishna, and was like, whoa! All the devas, all the demigods were like, whoa!
It's
They're like, we're these
absolutely-
demigods, and we're still kind of struggling in the material world. Sometimes the demons take over, and this and that, and they're our mortal enemy, and we fight to so that the universe can kind of be working under Vishnu's direction or Krishna's direction. And they're like, well, he was like anti-Krishna,
He was anti-Christian,
but he just
and he got everything's good. It's like peanut butter. You put it on anything. You put it on an old piece of bread, old piece of toast, chocolate, whatever you want. It tastes delicious. It makes that thing. You can put it on an old Nikes and be like, "This is a delicious shoe." It makes everything delicious. Krishna makes everything wonderful. Even if
Now, this is going to connect our nugget right here, Raghunath.
if even only once, or even by force, one brings the form. I hope that wasn't an offense comparing Krishna to peanut butter.
In your world, you equated him with something that's very dear to you.
That's true. If even only once, or even by force, one brings the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead into one's mind,
Inner world.
one can attain the supreme salvation by the mercy of Krishna, as did Aghāsura.
Outer world.
What then is to be said of those whose hearts the Supreme Personality of Godhead enters when he appears as an incarnation, or those who always think of the lotus feet of the Lord? One who is the source of transcendental bliss for all living entities, and by whom all illusion is completely removed. This is the nature of Bunky Krishna. Bunky is a little crooked.
Mm-hmm.
We say, like, imagine if you like have a crooked piece of plastic and you put it in a bottle, all right, you get a bent bent straw or something, and you put it in a bottle. So it goes into the bottle, an old bottle of water or something, but you'll never get that thing out. You can shake it and
It's
shake
crooked.
it. It's crooked. Krishna is called Bunky because he's a little crooked. He's a little crooked boy. He steals, he lies, he wears his crown sideways, he gives sidelong glances, right? He's a pathological liar.
Everything's crooked.
Everything's crooked about Krishna compared to all forms of other forms of. But I tell you, he gets inside you
Get stuck.
and he gets stuck and you cannot get him out, even if you want him out. I remember
tried.
becoming a devotee. I was like, okay, this Krishna thing, I'm sort of into it, but I don't believe it. I've got other plans and other ideas. No. I've seen it again and again. He gets hooked in your heart, and even if you want him out, he will not leave.
Mm.
That's Bunky Krishna. It's a good name, isn't it? Bunky Krishna.
Okay, Krishna. Why don't you read the commentary on this?
On 39?
Yeah.
Bunky Krishna. The process.
Bunky Bihari La.
The process for receiving the favor of the Supreme Personality is described here. Yat pada pankaja palasha vilasa bhaktya. Simply by thinking of Krishna, one can attain him very easily. That's it. You think of Krishna.
That's what all those sadhanas that you were talking about. They're just different ways, different exercises, beautiful exercises to bring your mind to that cause of all causes, the root of all
Decorate your
existence.
house with beautiful pictures of Krishna, especially pictures of Krishna that you like, this is a beautiful picture of Krishna. If
Yeah.
you see some very beautiful picture of Krishna, you get that picture, you put it in your house.
Fall in love with it.
One that you fall in love with. Like, I'm looking at the computer, so I'm looking at Kaustubha. Lovely man, lovely devotee. I'm looking right at you. Well, I got your pictures away from the lens. Now I'm looking right at you.
See that painting?
Okay? On my
no, I
left,
can-
I have Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman.
All
On my right, I have sweet Balkrishna.
Yeah.
Sweet Bunky Krishna.
And all the way to the right.
Above, I have Venudar. He's playing the flutes. Everywhere I look, Krishna, and I'm hoping these impressions just stay inside.
That's right.
When I close my eyes. Okay.
So you're using your outer world to change your inner world so that your inner world will eventually change your outer world too.
That's the purpose of the outer world,
Yeah.
is to change our inner world.
And then our inner world will make a better outer world.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Krishna is also described as having his lotus feet always within the hearts of his devotees.
Well,
Bhagavan Bhakta Hrida Shtitaha. In the case of Aghāsura, one may argue that he was not a devotee. The answer to this is that he thought of Krishna for a moment with devotion. Without devotion, one cannot think of Krishna. And conversely, whenever one thinks of Krishna, one undoubtedly has devotion. Although Aghāsura's purpose was to kill Krishna, for a moment, Aghāsura thought of Krishna with devotion, and Krishna and his associates wanted to sport with Aghāsura's mouth.
He just, at one moment...
When did he think of him as a devotee? Did it mention that he thought
somehow he must have looked at him and thought, oh, he's beautiful. Something.
Yeah, maybe he's beautiful. Maybe that's what happened to me. Because
infectious.
I first got into bhakti sort of like as an antagonist. Like
As
I
a
wasn't
skeptic.
into bhakti. Like, oh, these Krishna guys. But there might have been something beautiful. Like, oh, charming, actually. What a beautiful hair. This person I don't believe in. What a beautiful flute
Well,
he
there
is.
is something nice about
He's
them.
musical. Oh, okay. Well, but furthermore, I don't like him, though. Similarly, Putana wanted to kill Krishna by poisoning him.
Yeah.
But Krishna took her as mother because he had accepted the milk of her breast.
Look at that.
Mother! Especially when Krishna appears as an avatar, anyone who thinks of Krishna in his different incarnations, and especially in his original form, right, as Krishna, they attain salvation. There are many instances of this among them is Aghāsura, who attained the salvation of this Sarupya Mukti. Rupya is like the form. She has the form of one of the residents of Vaikuntha. Therefore, the process is satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha drita vrata. Those who are devotees always engage in glorification of Krishna. When we speak of Krishna, we refer to his avatars, such as Krishna, Govinda, Narayan, Vishnu, Chaitanya, Krishna Balaram, and Shyamasundar. One who always thinks of Krishna must attain vimukti, special salvation as the Lord's personal associate, not necessarily in Vṛndāvana, but at least in Vaikuntha. This is called Sarupya Mukti.
Okay, so just thinking of Krishna, this gets we're studying this Bhagavad Gita together, and in the Gita, Krishna is just boiling down all of the Vedic teachings, all the Upanishadic teachings to this one idea. Arjuna, you want to be a yogi? This is how you do it. Think of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Find a ways. Always think of me. Whatever you see in the world, think of me. Whenever you see something great, think of me. When you read all these Vedic literatures, understand they're about me. Just bring your mind to me, and it can you'll develop the most unbelievable yogic results from it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the only one that his devotees are looking for is for that love to arise in them naturally.
Sri Sutta Goswami said, O learned saints, the childhood pastimes of Sri Krishna are very, very, very wonderful. Maharaj Parikshit, after hearing about these pastimes of Krishna, who had saved him in the womb of his mother, became steady in his mind and again inquired from Sukadeva Goswami to hear about those pious activities.
So we went up to sage level 1, and now we're going right back down to sage level 2 right now.
The king inquired, O great sage, how could things done in the past have been described as being done at the present? Lord Sri Krishna performed this pastime of killing Aghāsura during his Kumara age.
What's the Kumara age?
Krishna Kumar is, he's like
up to
5 or
5.
6. Yeah. Up till 5?
Well, it said he was 5 years old, and now he's shifting over to the next stage, apparently. So,
Okay.
maybe 6, but...
Nara, can you research that? I want to know Krishna's
Kumara.
ages. Kishore,
Poganda.
Krishna's
Kumara.
ages. Kishore, Kishore is when he's dancing with Radha. Because her perfect age is 14.
Yugal Kishore.
Yeah.
Radha Krishna Prana More.
Yugala Kishore. Radha Krishna Pranamora.
Yugala
That's it.
Kishore.
Okay, here we go. Miss Mara.
Kumar is birth to 5 years of age.
Okay, so when we say Krishna Kumar, that means little baby Krishna.
And
How
then
can we remember that? Let's think of ways to remember that.
K, like pre-K.
K is, that's a good one.
Ooh.
Pre-K, K.
And then Poganda is from the 6th to the 10th year.
6 to 10. Pogunda. Po.
Po.
It's like a little
Po.
poor kid. Po. He's Po.
Post.
Post. Post.
Well,
Post.
they're given charge of
Post
herding the
Kishore.
cows at that age.
He's in charge of herding the cows or
Oh,
the
he's
calves?
maybe get tied in with the cows.
Okay. Po, because it's post. It's post Kishore.
Post Kishore.
Kumar. Post Kumar.
Post
and then
Kumar.
Kishore.
Then Kishore. That's easy because Kishore, that's Radha. This Kishore. I'll always remember that now. Kumar, Poganda,
Kishore.
Kishore. Got it.
That's it. Those three. That's none more. He stops there.
After this, he was considered a youth.
A youth.
Like that's probably like an older teenager, maybe.
But that says the 3 stages of Krishna's childhood.
Okay.
Kumar, Poganda, and Kishore.
All right. I'm glad we put number. So how Poganda lasts from what to what?
Poganda is age 6 to 10.
6 to 10, and next thing you know, teenager,
Teenager.
young teenager,
Mhm.
charming teenager,
Krishna's
naughty,
having all
naughty.
this romance
teenager.
with the girls. Just what he's very young.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We've been reading these pastimes. They're so sweet.
They're
Maybe
so
we should have a
beautiful.
Sweet baby Krishna. What are we doing tonight, Mara?
See, baby Krishna.
Sweet baby Krishna. What time is good? 8 o'clock? Yeah. 8 o'clock, Sweet baby Krishna. Tonight, mark your calendars, people. Got a good story about Subal. Do you know Subal is the brother of Chandravali? Did you know that?
Subal is no, I had no idea.
And he looks like Radharani.
Yeah.
Looks like Radharani, Subal.
Okay.
And he's got an interesting story for you tonight about Subal. He's gonna dress up like Radharani.
Very interesting. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Lord
finish this chapter. We can do it.
Okay.
Right
Oh, great sage, how could things done in the past? 8 o'clock tonight, people.
what text is this now? Which one?
41. Oh,
Okay.
great sage, how could things done in the past have been described as being done in the present? Lord Sri Krishna performed this pastime of killing Aghāsura during his Kumar age. How then, during his Poganda age, could the boys have described this incident as having happened recently?
Yeah, there's like a time gap.
Right. O greatest yogi, my spiritual master kindly described why this happened. I am very much curious to know about it. I think that it was none other but another illusion due to Krishna.
Oh, he's playing with us.
Oh, my Lord, my spiritual master, although...
You know what it was, Ronan? Yoga Maya Shakti.
Boom! Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord, my spiritual master, although we are the lowest of Kshatriyas, we are glorified and benefited because we have the opportunity of always hearing from you the nectar of the pious activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Okay.
Sutta Goswami said, O Shaunaka, greatest of the saints and devotees, when the king inquired from Sukadeva Goswami in this way, Sukadeva Goswami, immediately remembering subject matters about Krishna within the core of his heart, externally lost contact with the actions of his senses. Imagine that. You're having a conversation with someone, they're just like...
They just zoned out.
Zoned out of the material realm and just like in your inner world. That happens. That's a stage of samadhi.
I'm sure if we go and look at the commentaries on this, it's likely that there's a reason that he brought the conversation to a certain level of Krishna's Leelas, and then he just it just spiritually triggered him, right?
Where did we just read about this? So Narottam Das Thakur, one of these great saints, they stopped. They'd appear just like they thought he was dead. It was just some great saint, just like living in this internal world. And other people in the kingdom were like, "What happened? Where'd he go? Why aren't you talking to us? Is he having a stroke?" You know?
Yeah.
They have a whole internal world going on simultaneously.
Yeah.
We're in practice to be in that internal world. And that's where we get this idea of being in this world but not of this world. We're in practice for that. That's what sadhana is. It's pure devotional service in practice. And then when we shed this body, we're already there.
There you go. Then you get a body that's going to be more appropriate for your inner world, that can
Sure.
handle like deeper ecstasies. This
Yeah.
body can't handle it.
It can't. It can't.
Yeah.
We want the shadow of the real
Yeah.
love.
It's cheap.
It's interesting
Facsimile.
because it's almost like we feel like it's my birthright to have unconditional love. Mara, I want you to unconditionally love me. No, she's not gonna. We want our spouse to unconditionally love. It's not gonna happen in this life. You can have people that they read your love language. Mara knows my love language. She made me.
What is your love
an
language?
omelet.
Mara,
Food
what?
is my love.
Okay, peanut butter.
Peanut. So
She's got a big jar of it.
like Winnie the Pooh and peanut butter. Now, the idea is you can have someone who knows your love language, but it's still not pure, unadulterated love. We use the word very cheaply because unconditional love means all I want is you forever. But if I came home one day and said, "Yeah, I've decided to," who knows, be a racist or a Nazi or a criminal. She's not going to love me anymore. She's not going to say I unconditionally
No.
love you.
She would still love you, Raghunath.
No, she wouldn't. What
Just-
are you talking about? What do you? That's put down to her.
No.
You've
Her love-
changed. You've changed.
Would your mother
and,
would your mother still love you if you became a criminal?
Motherly love is slightly different, but still, a good parent would be like, "Yeah, you're gonna go to jail.
Yeah,
Go to jail."
that's love too.
Are you trying to say pure love?
No, I'm not
exists in
saying
the
that, but
material realm?
I'm just
Then
saying.
why
that
are you arguing against me?
I'm not arguing. I'm arguing how lovable you are and how deep Mara's love for you is. That's all I'm saying.
It's nonsense.
All right.
She doesn't love me. She never did. No, it's just love of the material world. If you
But-
love a person
Yeah.
who's evil like that because that's a type of sick codependence. But you can do that with God.
You can
It's
have
not-
sick codependence with God.
No, because it's not sick codependent. It's the place where our love, it's our place where we're supposed to repose our love.
Yeah.
That's the most natural place to
Yes.
repose our love. Mara, comment, because we were just talking about this. Please put your needles away and get philosophical for a moment instead of creative.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about how, I guess, I see Kastuba's point in that, you love people from a distance or you give them boundaries or something like that, but you still love them. But in terms of...
Don't go taking Kastuba's side.
I hope
You
that's
said
not
it.
your side, that the shadow love is as real as real love. That
I
can't be your
didn't say
side.
that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Let Mara speak.
But yeah, that our love is actually, in this material world, it is conditional, and there is like an element of transaction within it.
Not only that, Kastuba, but
Yeah.
if I'm loving my debauchee husband or wife, every time he does something or she does something horrific, this is obvious when you have this person who's trying to take care, codependently trying to take
You're
care of
aiding
their
and abetting.
alcoholic husband or wife. You're getting more distressed. Hang out with anybody who's been married to a drug addict, alcoholic, etc. It destroys their life. Whereas Krishna leaving the gopis, it's making the gopis more and more ecstatic. Get it? That's the difference. That's why that's the gold and we're the iron. Our love in this
Point
world
well
is like
made.
iron. Huh?
Point taken, Raghunath.
It brings you to higher ecstasy.
Very good.
Thank you. Had to shut that down.
Should we finish this chapter?
Yeah, I think we only have a verse left or something.
Thereafter, with great difficulty, he revived his external sensory perception and began to speak to Maharaj Parikshit about Krishna Katha.
Oh, right.
That's
Now
a good
we-
name, too. Someone should get that name, Krishna Katha.
Now tomorrow we begin the last chapter with Srila Prabhupada's commentaries.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was looking at it yesterday. About the last 15 verses or so, he gives these long commentaries. He was lying on the bed. He couldn't even move.
If you really want to go somewhere deep quick, you just YouTube search Prabhupada's disappearance.
Oh. There's that beautiful one
Prabhupada
where he
is
says
on
this.
his deathbed,
Yeah. I think when we get to that
talking
point,
into a microphone.
we'll read all of those commentaries when we get to that point, I think.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
All right.
Pradyumna Prabhu was right there reading the verses to him in Sanskrit, and Prabhupada was giving the translation and the commentary. You can see the film of it.
Prabhupada was doing it. That was Pradyumna doing it.
Pradyumna was right there. He had the book open. He's sitting there. Jadwaita Swami's kind of above him. Pradyumna's right
Yes.
there with the
Yeah.
book.
That is
Everybody's crowded around the bed. Oh,
I sat next to Pradyumna this weekend. I just picked his brain.
I saw you doing that. I had Haryashra next to me. You had Pradyumna Prabhu next to you. And I also had Satyaraj Prabhu on the other side of me.
Satyaraj, he's gold. He's gold.
Great soul.
Oh, these people, my life.
Yeah.
You know what he said to me today? And I never hear this from Satyaraj, and it's okay. But he goes, I'm proud of you, Raghu.
I saw. I was
Proud
right
of you,
there when I
Raghu."
said it.
I was just
Aw.
like, oh my God, that's the nicest thing you could
You
ever say
waited
to me.
about 38 years for that. He said it.
I waited 38 years for that validation. Well, because, as devotees, we don't criticize.
Yeah.
But in one sense, we outsource. We hire. We hire, in one sense, through our love and devotion, certain devotees to critique us, to improve.
Okay. We bring them on.
So we're not like hanging out with gurus. So our gurus, give us that. I don't have a guru to flatter us. We have our gurus say, "Hey, you got to polish that. You got to shine that. You got to sharpen that." And so sometimes that's the role of the guru. The guru's not gonna say, "You're beautiful. You're wonderful. You're the best." They might, but we're not looking for that. And if you do look for that within a guru, you got to the wrong. You got to the wrong.
You gotta reconsider.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah.
So we allow us to get that critique. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And he's got that kind of hardened New Yorker kind of thing where he's not necessarily gonna just share praise like that. So that when he said that, he meant it.
It was nice.
All right, we ready for some takeaways?
Yeah.
Bhakti is a force of love.
Bhakti is a
Tomorrow's
force
nugget.
of love. It's a T-shirt.
When people love you hard, you want to give them everything.
That's right.
Love hard. Boom. That's a T-shirt.
Associate with divine people and your life becomes divine.
That's a mug, but it's a little bit long.
Okay.
Sadhana transforms your inner world.
Sadhana transforms your inner world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wherever you move, your mind follows.
Come in. Someone's coming in. It's okay.
Yeah,
Finishing our podcast here.
our outer world is shaped by our inner world.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Add Krishna to your life for full benefit, even the demons.
Even they get it.
That doesn't make sense. You got to breathe. You got to
Add Krishna to
Restructure.
your life. Okay, yeah.
add Krishna to your
Your
life.
for full benefit.
Even
Add
the
Krishna to your
demons.
life, and even the demons add
Even
to your
the
life.
demons. Add even demons to your life for full benefit. No!
Even demons can add Krishna to that.
Imagine if someone just heard that one clip. Okay. I'm
Let
going
me
to
go
add
for-
I'm going to
Demons.
add Jeffrey Dahmer to my life. Yeah. Hare Krishna. No, don't do that.
Maybe a little podcast or or Instagram
Krishna.
channel thing or
Hare
Instagram
Krishna.
account. All right, Krishna.
Sadhana is pure devotional service in practice.
I'm finally looking at my face. No one told me my left mustache was not curled properly. Thanks, everybody on the message board.
They don't have to be perfectly symmetrical, Raghunath. It's got style either way. Krishna's a little crooked.
Krishna's
Yeah,
little
I have a
crooked.
bunky mustache.
And Krishna's like peanut butter. He makes everything wonderful.
Peanut butter.
Oh,
Maybe just butter. Just butter.
Krishna's butter. Ever put butter in peanut butter? My mom used to make me butter and peanut butter sandwich.
Peanut butter butter.
So good. Thanks everybody for joining us. Sage Community Platform members. See you tonight at 8 o'clock for Sweet Baby Krishna. If you're not a Sage Community Platform member and you'd like to support what we're doing, we encourage you to do it. Go to wisdomofthesages.com and become a monthly donor. That's how we keep this boat floating on Manasaganga.